Hey guys, welcome back to Pirate Galaxy. I went ahead and upgraded my tech off camera, so now I have all the blueprints from Axiom installed on my ship. I don't recommend you guys installing the blueprints for Axiom on this particular ship, mainly because this next mission will yield a new ship for you guys, and it's no sense wasting cryonite on this ship anymore. So we'll accept the mission, and fly down to the surface. Now this mission can be a little bit tougher than the ones we've faced in the past on Axiom, but one of the bright sides is that we're going to get to meet the primary quest giver throughout the rest of the game. I've got a ways to go, so I'm going to turn the music on. This will also give us a great chance to test out these new blasters. Again, I do recommend waiting until after you complete this mission to upgrade any of your tech, because you'll have a brand new spaceship to build afterwards. So we're going to get a Colonial Guard dropping right here. Now, as you can see, our blaster is doing a lot more damage than it used to. However, if you watch the amount of energy it uses, it's also using a lot more energy. This gets to be more and more of a problem as you progress throughout the game, and you'll find by the later systems, Sol and Draconis, you're filling a lot more, and a lot more frequently. Pick up our cryon right here. You will end up having mission guards and non-mission guards to fight. Most of these that you find just laying around are going to be non-mission. Looks like the ones with paint on them is a pretty good rule. But the mission ones rather, will be dropping from orbit. Our mission objective is just around the corner, but before we get there, we're going to be ambushed by a couple colonials, including a major by the name of Natasha Ivanova. And it's Natasha that's going to be giving our quests throughout the rest of the game. What you want to do is start right away on these guards. Bill is going to get killed here in a second by Ivanova. But as soon as she kills Bill, she's going to run away to orbit if she doesn't have her guards. And then we just collect Bill's escape pod and a little bit of energy, and head back to orbit as soon as we're out of combat mode. So Jake's pretty mad at us for losing the intel that we were carrying. But Bill is going to give us a new blueprint. And that blueprint is for the Anan 1450 Armored Transport. It's a great little spaceship, and I highly recommend you build it, if not now, before you go to Lyris, which is actually going to be fairly soon. The next mission, Jake's cooled down a little bit and realizes that Ivanova is to blame, So he wants us to get revenge on her now. See how he wants us to do that. Now, a lot of people do have trouble on this mission. But the way I'm about to show you, I haven't died on in the past dozen times I've tried it. We'll also get to fly this ship later. I really like this ship. This is modeled after the SCX Aero Speed. I believe it's its name. And I really love that ship. It's one of my favorite Vega ships, probably my second favorite, after my Storm. So we just need to fly to the marked area here. You can see it's right at the entrance to Administration City. Now, we haven't been so bold as to go inside before, but that's exactly where we're going this time. Luckily, the inside really doesn't have too many more guards than the outside. Gonna fly in here and drop our bomb. And now we need to lure Major Ivanova back to the bomb. A lot of people get tripped up and get destroyed and have a lot of trouble. The way you do this is you follow this outside path until you meet up with Ivanova. She'll be coming this way every time. Or the opposite of this way, I should say. And all you have to do shoot her a couple times. You can see she instantly repairs and has a great shield. And then we're just going to follow the same path out. Eventually we'll outspeed her to the point that she won't be shooting at us. I'll just stop and wait for her to catch up every once in a while. I know the first time I did this mission, the biggest thing I had trouble with was all the guards that amassed themselves right out here. Occasionally you can get unlucky and have too many guards out here and pod, but I've found that that's not a typical case anymore. So we bring her out here to the bomb, and then we can just sit here, wait for her to fly over it. And her ship randomly explodes. She calls us a cowardly, greedy smuggler. What we want to do now is just get lost and fly to orbit, because lots of guards will be dropping, attracted by the explosion. So that's really all there is to it. A lot of people, like I said, have trouble with that mission, but it's really very doable. Next mission, to Kalabesh. So this is one where I'm just going to travel to Kalabesh normally, and I'm going to cut out the travel. Select Kalabesh, travel, and I will see you guys in orbit. So we've arrived in orbit of Kalabesh. Next mission is really, really simple, and you can practically do it AFK. All we need to do is fly down to the surface and click on Bill. You really don't have to do much of anything at all in this mission. So, I think I'll turn the music back on. See if we can one-shot these drones now. Not quite. Pretty close. Blasters from Lyris should be able to. So the only thing you want to make sure of for this mission is that you stay close to Darius to keep him moving. Other than that, he'll be able to take care of himself, and he'll get you to the marked area intact. Doesn't actually give us the marked area. I was kind of wondering if we could fly ahead, but I guess not. Got a couple level 8 colonial guards to fight. A little bit tougher, but really not too big a deal. We don't have to do anything, but just out of boredom... Ooh, level up. Just out of boredom, I think I'm going to shoot at anything that moves. Now in this area, when you're not passing through, the guards will start to fight the Mantis units here. And it's kind of entertaining to watch because the guards don't have afterburners. So they start chasing the scouts around. So after this level up, we have 2 more levels to go before we can enter PvP mode and join a clan. Don't think we'll do either on this account, though. Getting very close to the point where I can get back on my main account. So that'll be exciting. So we're going to let Bill collect this intel. We're not going to shoot at these guards because, unlike us, Bill can orbit from combat mode. So as soon as he leaves, we're going to leave too. So pretty ridiculously simple mission. I think we've got about time for one more to Lyris. So we've successfully gone from starting Axiom to starting Lyris, our 3rd story planet, in 2 videos. We're making pretty good headway here. Now what I highly recommend is if you haven't done it already, send a probe to Aurora. And if you have sent a probe to Aurora, send a probe to Phobos. Again, the reason you want to unlock Phobos is that when you die on Aurora and rescue, you rescue to the hangar and orbit of Colossus. And it can be a long ways sometimes, as it is right now. So we're going to travel to Lyris. I think that's about going to do it for this video. One of the cool things about Lyris is all the missions up to this point have been purely expository. They're teaching you how to play the game, they're introducing new characters, but on Lyris, we actually pick up with the story a lot and start developing things a little bit more. So the game really starts to kick into gear towards the end of this planet. I'm going to hyper jump here. And here we are. This is a really cool looking orbit. Colossus is a cool looking planet. If I get the chance, I will go over Colossus in a later video. It'll probably be sort of an add-on bonus episode, something like that. Next time, we're going to get to work on Lyris. Again, I highly recommend you build your 1450 armored transport before you start this planet. I'm not going to, just because I'm a little bit lazy on the grinding. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your comments and suggestions in the box below, and I will see you guys next time.